Hello and welcome back to Hyperplay. Another day, another Anbernic handheld. We're not going to complain. This is the RG406V, and Anbernic have just released more information about it, including this trailer that you can see. Two ways to look at this one. You could see it as the successor to the RG405V, which some called the thick boy and had the wood grain panelling on its case. That was quite fun, but didn't come with any sort of TV out. Now the RG406V certainly does, and we'll come on to that later. Another way of looking at the Anbernic RG406V is that it is the vertical equivalent of the RG556, seen here in the transparent blue variant. Anyway, back to the RG406V, and yes, we've had the spec sheet confirming that apart from the screen, this is effectively the vertical version of the 556. Now here's the colour schemes. We like them all, although we would have preferred an all-white variant, much like the recently released RG40XXV. It is hard to keep up with these, but we do like that clear white, and we would have liked one here. Regardless, we don't get the wood grain panelling that we got in the 405V. You can barely believe it, can you? But I think it's a bit of fun, why not? Anyway, none of that in the 406V, but we do have a stronger processor than the 405. We've got the T820, and here you can see the comparison between the two chips. The 405V on the left, and that's represented in purple in the non-hexagon, and the Unisoc T618 in the 405V did allow you to play some PS2 and GameCube, but the Unisoc T820 in the 406V will allow you to play a lot more, as you can see. It's about a 33% power increase across the board. So the 406V is very tempting, and as we said, it is the vertical equivalent of the 556. Now the 556, well documented, can play quite a lot of GameCube and PS2 and even some light Switch. Now, you're probably not going to be too interested in playing Switch given its 16:9 output. If you want to play light Switch games on a device like this, then we suggest you go for the RG556 instead. But we just wanted to give you an idea of what this chip is capable of. Fire Emblem Engage, relatively new game on the Switch, played at albeit 0.75 resolution, can be done on the Unisoc T820 that's in both the 556 and the 406V. So why would you go for the 406V over the 556? Admittedly, the 556 does come with that glorious OLED panel, but it's not faultless. There have been many reports of the speakers, particularly the left speaker, failing in the 556, and also there have been issues with getting the HDMI working. You have to have a non-powered USB-C setup, and that includes not charging the 556 whilst it is plugged into the HDMI connection. It'll be interesting to see whether Anbernic have ironed out those wrinkles with regard to connecting to a TV, but the speaker issue shouldn't be a problem. You've got down-firing speakers in the 406V, just like you did in the 405V, and we fully expect the sound in the 406V to come through loud and clear, hopefully not as loud at the minimum volume settings as it was for the 405V. But anyway, we're tolerably sure that speaker malfunctions won't be an issue, touch wood, on the 406V. Anyway, the long and short of it is, if you want a powerful vertical device to play a really good wedge of GameCube and PS2 games in their native aspect ratios, then the 406V could well be for you. And perhaps a lot of that will come down to price. We've seen reports suggesting that Anbernic are going to price it at about the same price as the 405V. We don't believe that. We think it'll be much closer to the 556, given they share the same chipset. And the 556 goes for $185 as a general rule, but can be had on sale for as low as you can see, $167 through the Anbernic website or on AliExpress. So are you going to pick up an RG406V? Please let us know down below, and in the meantime, please stay tuned for more. Many thanks. Take care, and happy gaming, vertical or horizontal.